Welcome to Graeme Games. My name's Graeme. This is a game. I just want to pause to show this.
Who published it?
That's just very satisfying for me to see. This is Repella Fella, the prologue of Repella Fella. So it's a totally free, available now on Steam, extended first look at the game, because we really just felt that the number one way people are going to get into this game is by trying it out for themselves. I really think that the appeal becomes apparent as soon as you start playing it. And so yeah, we just wanted to put it out into the world for people to start playing around with. We're very, very excited for it.
For most people, the end of the world wasn't quite what they'd expected it to be. Nobody could have predicted what was in store for us. But what is the end of the world anyway? Is it the end of life as we know it?
Studio Ghibli's got nothing on this food animation.
Will the world truly end if there's someone left to tell the tale? Now, where shall I begin? How about with a fella I once knew?
A fella, you say?
Look, his name isn't important.
It's not Repella, by the way.
Begins back in... well, at this point, let's just say it was a while ago. There he was, after a long, hard day at work, hungry for some dinner.
I'm starving.
So this game is obviously very distinctly Australian, and it has been the labor of love of a solo developer for, I believe, about 7 years now,
He'd been on the road
getting
for
the
a
hang
while
of
now,
things.
So he decided to stretch his legs and walk around a bit.
Maybe people remember the old Flash games. Ray, same developer, made back when he was 16, now pushing 20 years later, maybe closer to 15. He's coming back with the spiritual successor, and I just had to get
There might
involved.
be something stuck in there.
I just feel like the amount of care and attention and detail, the art and animation is so stylistic and so smooth and well done. Like, I just was in love with it. So obviously I've played this before, but I'm going to present it as if I haven't, but I should disclose
wish I could
that.
sleep that well.
But I also haven't played it in a hot
It's a
minute,
bomb.
so I
I
might
think
forget a few
Americans call
things.
them flip-flops.
Canadians call them flip-flops as well. I think it's a great term.
Good for him.
Good for him. We're so proud
It's a
of the
light.
boy.
Don't know why I'd need that. A light on the wall.
It's kind of crazy that you can click on, like, basically
That's a
everything.
phone. I don't need it. Seems like someone had a bit too much to drink.
I'm just gonna leave him to it for now. A little bit of bottle physics there on the ground. Different advertisements,
Tasty bite. Tasty stuff.
which I believe is supposed to be like Vegemite. They're messing around there a little bit. Like an itch you just can't scratch. Spread it around.
No thanks.
Always,
I'd never have to get
forever.
on a plane again.
Fly and set. Ring now for streamlined booking service. I do think there's going to be a insane amount of things that are so distinctly Australian that I'm not going to get the reference.
Royal Hotel Garden Bar.
But I think the game still has enough going on that it's fun
I
regardless.
can't cook for shit.
Cook wanted for kitchen, 6 days a week. Pay dependent on experience. Inquire within.
Small vent. It's a stool. It's a stool. Nothing special about it.
Quit going on about the
Scissors,
stool.
Paper.
And
Scissors,
and
paper.
I think there's usually 2 interactions with like
Modern
everything you can click on, or at the very least 2 alternates. Like that was just like a little bit simpler.
Nothing special about it. The toilet's over
Dunnies.
there, but I'm good.
What a great word for the
He's
toilet.
occupied. The bell should get his attention.
Be with you shortly.
It's really
Get this in the
aggressive.
oven.
Is that supposed to be a buddy of yours?
There. How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad.
Italian pizza and
Can I get you?
4 beers?
Just give me the special.
Too easy. $7.
I feel like it goes against everything that has to do with over-serving.
While you're waiting, can you do us a favour and grab my car keys?
Is that actually how Australians drink?
On my way in tonight. Fucking sausage fingers over here.
Fucking sausage fingers. What a guy. What a maroon. I feel like Canadians are known a little bit for getting their drink on, but I think we pale in comparison to a lot of other cultures. And if you're just ordering 4 beers casually with your pizza and that's like a deal, then Australians probably drink more than Canadians.
There's some sort of lock on it. I can't reach him.
Well, hopefully the
Thankfully, he
keys
remembered there
aren't
were some lockpicks back near the gate
in
when
the
he first
drain.
entered.
I need to go and grab those lockpicks back by the gate. Seems like someone had a bit too
Just
much.
leave him to it. Seems like he's doing A-okay. The thieving bastard lockpicks.
Might be able to use these on that drain over there.
There's actually an original animation and theme song that was specifically created for this game based on the SpongeBob SquarePants theme, but instead of SpongeBob SquarePants, it's thieving bastards. And the intent is that we're going to distribute that on like different pirating sites. So if anyone can afford the game, you're allowed to play it. But you're gonna have to endure some, like, jokes that are specific to the pirated version, and I imagine that won't upset a lot of people.
Right, now picking locks is actually pretty easy. There's just a pattern you need to figure out. So think of each golden pin as a step, and the steps need to be touched in the right order. So you got 1, 2, 3, and then 4.
So here it's telling
Now,
you
if I touch
specifically
me
the
that
order
lock
to do
opens,
them in, but it is like a
if I
trial
touch
and
me,
error
fucking
situation.
thing breaks a lockpick. Here, you have a go.
See, so if you like it demonstrated there, if you were to go and do those two,
Shit, I broke it.
broke it. Doesn't work. So you have to find them and like trial and error. You would alternate there and you'd find your way through.
Got it. Yoink.
I enjoy the full-on-ness of the yoink. Oh, it tells you where and when you found something. A small box of thieving bastard lockpicks, handy for when you forget your keys. Some keys found in the drain. They belong to the pub cook.
Wonder how he lost the arm.
So I better just send that straight
It's
back
a
to
small
him.
vent. A wooden... It's a stool.
How'd you go?
Yeah, not a problem. Here they are.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Your order's ready. See you next time, eh?
It was time to go home.
No compensation?
See you, mate.
I just get it.
Oi, oi, oi!
Same price.
Can you spare some change?
The fella blocking his path looked like some kind of homeless war veteran. He undeniably smelled like one.
I think I should point this out because I absolutely love it. Having the first branching choice of options in the game being you talking to a homeless one-armed war vet comes straight from the Ray games. It's the same first interaction you have in that series. Not the same characters or anything, but just kind of a way of linking them together, and I kind of love that. You know what? The guy's clearly been tying one on. Hangover could be setting in. Best to just delay that.
What are you going to do with it?
Chug it down.
Mate, you want one of these. Come on.
Yeah, call him out. You're just gonna go buy beer anyway. Just take
With
one
that,
of these
he got
beers.
back in his ute and he headed home.
And having a good time doing it.
Followed was a
Making
recurring-
friends.
Well, you'll see.
I earned an achievement, drinking buddy. Who needs change when you've got booze?
Anything?
Nothing. We're too far down. Doesn't help that I can't see for shit.
How's that?
I told you, there's too much ground above us.
All right. Let's just go for it then.
Down there? Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not letting that little prick get away. Not after what he's done.
Give it to the rats. They live for this shit.
By the time they get here, he'll be bloody miles away. Just stay here. I'll go.
You've lost your bloody marbles.
So the game is like a comedy, but we do get these little flashbacks, backstory for the main character here of his time during the war. For now, just a small glimpse, more to come. Unknown location, you'll see. Oh, it's immediately. I thought it went back and forth a little bit more.
Looks like a jungle leaf.
Go talk to our buddy
He's gonna
again
stay
quick.
here.
Staying behind.
Go back now.
Can't go back.
The light's already on.
Don't want to turn it on twice.
I can't make any sense of it.
I'm pretty sure this is confirmed to actually be genuine, I guess, Vietnamese? Is that what it would be? And I can't remember. It's I did ask about it once, and it says something about like what's going on down in these tunnels.
He caught this one off guard. Very fortunate.
Now, I feel as though I should just dispose of him, stab him quietly, shoot him with your pistol, booby trap his bed, That sounds the most exciting, even though I think it has the least potential to properly work. Like a quiet stab, don't make any sounds, unlikely to work out poorly. I'm gonna plant the grenade because it seems insane.
Just a rock.
I'm in favor of that. That's clearly a trap. Good eye.
Yeah, bloody well would have.
Is it her? Hey, get on, get.
Good God. Oh, that was worse than I expected. Honestly, I didn't expect it to pause.
Hope they have fun cleaning that up.
I was worried about the noise. Apparently it doesn't matter so much. Actually, I guess it probably doesn't matter because there's like shells going off all over the place. It's just another explosion.
Some sort. Just another ladder. That's not gonna hurt me.
Okay, I was real worried about that leaf. I'm glad you're so confident. Oh, I just walked straight through that, didn't I?
That's not right. Here's what he really did.
It's a fun, like, narrative excuse to replay something. So that was another achievement. You died. Silly narrator. He's very forgetful. There should be a way if I just click on it.
What do we got here?
Must have had some bloody sharp eyes on him back then.
Should be safe now.
Okay, glad we got that sorted.
Hide the bodies down here.
Oh,
Guess
that's
this
so
is how they
dark,
hide
and I'm
bodies.
pretty sure that's like
Shovel.
genuinely true,
Shovel.
like
Great
historically
looking tunnels.
accurate.
I should check the rest of this tunnel first. Could be booby trapped. It's a pretty large rock. The rifle must be where they sleep.
Gotta be careful about those
Sticks
booby
out like
traps.
dog balls.
Fuck knows what that was hooked up to.
I mean, we've already booby trapped one thing, they've booby trapped one. It's a common occurrence down here. Well, I didn't really get any of that.
Backstabbing fuck.
We heard whispered voices, but we feel confident we know who that is. Bust in and shoot him. Go crazy with your knife. Toss a grenade. I think we just bust in and shoot him. That seems safest. But there's no second guessing. That was definitely like women and children screaming.
Christ, not again.
Oh, and he's like listening to an old western on the TV or something. That could have been seeping into his mind.
A nasty takeaway food. He couldn't shake the nightmares. It was then that fate came calling.
A little bit of self-medication. Pretty dark, honestly.
Yeah.
Is this, Repella Fella?
That's me.
Yeah, good. Listen, mate. There's a wild pig on the loose. It's run into my shop and it's kicking shit up all over the place. Can you come out and give us a hand?
I don't know. It's pretty late.
Late?
I don't
Late?
feel
What are you
like
doing?
it.
Listen, mate, if I go in there, it'll take me bloody head off.
Just, leave the door open. It'll run out eventually.
Oh, yeah, and then what if it comes back? You're an exterminator, aren't you? What's the matter with you?
You know, there's a call-out fee.
Reluctant
Listen,
exterminator.
Mate, just get your ass out of here, okay? Butterworths. You know where that is?
I want to kill this
Yeah,
pig if I don't have to.
See you soon.
Elsewhere.
Feel bad for the little guy.
Пока продолжаем полет на малой высоте.
Так точно. Все не могу поверить, как далеко нам удалось продвинуться. Никто и не поверит, не отвлекайся. Как мы будем с этим жить? Не дергайся, мы же говорили об этом. Иди назад, я справлюсь тут сам.
What have you done? That's in present time, by the way. That's not a flashback. That is like happening somewhere out there.
Ah, start, you bastard.
I believe the flashbacks are only when he's asleep.
Резкий набор высоты.
Плавнее. Мне надо подготовить 2 боеголовки.
Even though the art is so much more detailed than it ever was in
So,
Ray,
there he was.
and the animation,
Annoyed and behind the wheel.
you can still see a hair of those South Park influences.
Just under 2 hours ago at the RAF base, Williamstown, 3 servicemen
Hello?
were killed with a further 7.
Hello? I'm here for the pig.
So whatever's on the radio would be related, and it's talking about the aircraft and whatever, but I don't really know what the RAAF is.
Knock, knock.
Royal Australian Armed Forces, probably something like that.
Через минуту мы будем над целью. Почти готово. Открывай бомболюк. Даже если
Нас сейчас собьют, одна уже готова.
Открываю бомболюк. Сейчас задует.
Push him out the bomb bay doors. Shoot everyone on board. Or follow orders. This is interesting that I get to drop into their perspective briefly here, not all just the main characters. Try and stop it. Don't let it happen. Shoot everyone on board. Bring it to an end. We've gone too far. This is too crazy.
Ты чего делал?
No. No waiting. Ruthless. Oh, I didn't expect him to shoot himself as well. Christ.
Yeah, nah, I'm pretty sure he's dead. I'm not touching him. His fucking guts are hanging out. How far away are you?
Yeah, that's fair. Fair to not want to deal with that.
Hello?
Goes far outside of the Repella Fella mandate.
Now, where's that pig?
God, it's in rough shape. That pig did a goddamn number. Buttersworth's back room. Butterworth's. It's hard not to pluralize.
I really don't want to enter a dark room with a murderous pig. I might use this later. It's a bucket. Blood. The pig's made a mess of the place.
They made a mess of that guy, especially, more than anything
Could be
else.
useful.
Release, activate terminal, release valve lock, operate valve, load passenger. It's like a bomb security bomb shelter. Is that what I want?
Someone's in trouble.
Brother, the door has been left open and unlocked for the second time this month. This is not a storeroom. Stop leaving random shit in here. Do you need another reminder as to why this is so important? If it happens again, I'm going to take your key away and you'll find the next note pinned to your head. The door should remain locked at all times.
I'll take that.
I assume he means
In
this.
the front door. It's probably down there. I can't move it.
So the door was left open and the pig just stumbled down into there? Garn. Insert mini tape to continue. I don't think I have one. It's been a minute since I played this actually, so I luckily get to go in with at least somewhat fresh eyes.
It's my job to get rid of this pig first.
But what am I walking around with here? I definitely don't have a tape. What about in your hands? Prod his hands to see what's there.
Sorry, mate.
The spatula. It's a little bit nasty.
I'll take that.
Okay, but at least now we have what we need. Insert the tape. BMBA. Valve unlocked. It's easy peasy.
I wonder what's down.
Yeah, you wonder. You know damn well. At least you had a theory before.
There it is. Looks like it's stuck.
It seemed like the pig kind of gave like a that moment. Oh, there it is. Yep, just right there. Well, whack it with the wooden board, shoot it, or use the spatula. Come on, go away. Just go away, little pig. Shoo shoo. Just try and be gentle with it.
Absolutely pointless.
I mean, you could try and hit it harder, but even the pig knows that was a dumb goddamn idea. Just, fuck you doing there, bud? Whacking me with a little spatula? Try something else. I guess that would just be me walking around further. You know what? I could shoot it or all those various things.
Unlocked.
Or I could close things back up.
The pig was dead.
It's a bit of a delay there, but that was quite visceral and sudden. Oh, its body's just gonna slump down in after. Ew!
Got the caller, you in there?
Hello?
Poor Baza.
Where's Barry?
He's, what's happening out there?
I don't know who you are, but you better not get into that bloody capsule.
Oh god, they
Hello?
potentially just got shot as well.
Hello?
There's like a full-on invasion going on out
Threat
there.
detected. Lockdown procedure initialized.
Threat.
For your safety, please board the capsule immediately.
I've got to get out of here.
Well, I believe
This isn't the time to piss about.
there just are not really going to be any other options, man.
This isn't the time. This isn't. When I'm closer, I can use it.
He really doesn't want to piss about, though. Out of all the things that he could be doing right now, pissing about is not one of them. Low on the list of priorities. Here's something very excellent. The lead developer, Phil, the solo developer, hired, I believe it was his brother-in-law's band to create this cover of Waltzing Matilda. The band is Lower Coast Skies, and it's like an old traditional Aussie folk song performed here for the game, specifically for the game. There are like 75 voice actors, so I believe these are just some of the primary voices that are featured. I assume it will list off 75. The song is really catchy, actually. They did such a good job. I also just grew up with punk music, so I love that. Vlad a Bear. It's a dope nickname. I love the idea of just showing the world burn down to nothing as part of this like title sequence. And this is set in the 70s, late 60s. But like we have this somewhat futuristic tech that would even be borderline futuristic from our current standards. Oh god, all the just skeletons of the fishes floating by. And I feel like the ways that this has all been like layered together, the different styles of tech is done really well in game. I'm a fan of that for sure.
Home sweet home.
Hello?
Barrier activated. Welcome to the GARN emergency shelter system. We are sorry to hear about the undefined event.
Whatever it was, sorry.
We have provided provisions for your mandatory stay of 15 years. Thank you. We hope you enjoy your stay in the revolutionary GARN emergency shelter system.
15 years.
Time passed by differently. 7 times faster to be exact. He's still aged, but his passage through time was considerably swift.
So 15 years times 7, is that what he said? 105 years passing in that amount of time. And so if it was like, what was it? It was 68, something like that. We're going to wake up in 2073? Something like that?
That's my rifle. Suppose this is where I sleep. This is where food comes out? Dose. Dose of what?
Use each day the productive way. Eat, study, train, dose, eat.
Yeasty Bite. On its own?
Ooh.
Nah.
But on something.
Mostly about survival. Books. Survival manuals.
It's funny you can specifically click on the Yeasty Bite. The Garn headquarters. 67. It was 67. In accordance with Agreement 190909, your emergency shelter system has been stocked with all requested items and mandatory materials. In the event that the shelter is unused for a period lasting longer than 15 years, your required items will be restocked free of charge. To ensure life support systems remain intact and functional, we request that you only use the shelter system in times of emergency. It is not designed to be initialized repeatedly, and faults may occur. If there is a malfunction of any kind, please use the emergency help button located in the capsule. While in disuse, the 2-man maintenance team, BA and JR, you have elected will inspect the capsule twice per year for your safety and security. If you have any further questions or concerns, please contact us any time of the day or night. We hope you enjoy your stay in the revolutionary Garn emergency shelter system. Sincerely, Edward Newton. For a second I thought it was Edward Norton, and I was like, would he even be alive? Like, what role would he have in this Garn system? Heavy. Yeah, too heavy. Don't want to bother with those.
I don't know what most of this is. And who paid for it?
AI package, the concept soundabout, instead of like a roundabout, meal upgrade experimental packages, the day book. Monday afternoon, I'm afraid that I may have made a grave mistake. After much thought, I figured I would inspect the so-called doomsday retreat for myself tonight. Unfortunately, the submersible that brought me here seems to have taken off on its own accord. I've tried using the emergency help button to no avail. I don't believe it's functioning correctly. The radio-shaped device on the table is of no help whatsoever. It can't seem to send or receive any sort of transmission, and it is driving me up the bloody wall. It's not a bad place overall, extremely isolated, but if the time comes, I don't plan to spend my time down here alone. I will wait for a day or two. I assume they have procedures in place for events such as this. I should have been home by now. And a couple days later, it is now Wednesday morning. Nobody has come. I have no way of contacting the outside world. There is a small hatch on the floor. I believe it will allow me to exit the room if I find myself stranded in if I can get it open. I don't have a clue how far down I am. I've always been a pretty decent swimmer, and I wonder if I might make it to the surface. I suppose the smart thing to do would be to stay put until help arrives, assuming it ever does. However, I don't have many years left, and I can't do it without her. I have to try something. Here's hoping I make it. See, I actually don't know if that's being left by us. I feel like we just woke up, so we're pretty unfamiliar with our surroundings here.
It's a strange-looking clock.
Current year and number of elapsed years. Who are you?
So, who am I talking to here?
Hello, I am a GARNAI.
Explain the
My primary
acronym,
function is
please.
to help visitors with my state-of-the-art introspection module. Meaning, beyond what I have already told you, I can only answer a question with a question.
But don't answer a question with a question. That's not what I want at all. I want answers. I don't want questions.
How do I get out of this place? What was all that shit about waiting 15 years?
Where would you go? Would it be preferable to wait 15 years where you came from?
I don't know if he fully appreciates how hard the world got nuked. I feel like he was already on his way out by the time that was happening. And down here he's just being told, oh, the event or whatever. And so, you know, forgive the guy for being a little apprehensive.
Just out of curiosity, what would happen if I smashed this box into 1,000 little pieces?
Quite the
How would you
impulse.
risk damaging my systems? Can you live without a supply of oxygen? Would you like to live in darkness for 15 years?
15 years. What if just a wire shorts out or something? An important wire, an oxygen-giving wire. You really gotta hope that doesn't happen. What's there to
What am I
do?
supposed to do down here?
Do you enjoy reading and sleeping?
I mean, it only looks like you had about 7 books. I think you would get very bored of them no matter how much you liked them. That's enough
Excess water goes down
questions for
there, I
now.
guess. Just a chair. Whatever it is, it's locked.
And we don't have lockpicks. Do we have stuff with us? Yeah, we did bring a handful of things. Good thing we got that handy board and spatula. We'll need those
Must
for
be
sure.
where you go if this place goes tits up. Don't know what that does.
You didn't want to hit the big red button? It's very, very tempting.
Is this thing on? Oh, too many buttons. Oh, I think that's it. How's it going, old friend? Listen, mate, I figured it'd be best if I didn't put this in writing. Everything should be good to go, and I just wanted to let you know that they managed to slot the semi-stasis field into your retreat. I'm no technician, but I've been led to believe that time will function differently in this little capsule compared to the outside world. That is to say, if it works. For all I know, it'll turn you into a fucking hot dog. Anyhow, I've got my own nest to get sorted. Won't be as fancy as this, but it'll do the job. Scary days ahead.
Turn you into a hot dog? Alright, this is enough clicking around for a minute. Welcome, customer. As per agreement, your mandatory stay of 15 years requires you to undertake experimental training. Please select a module below. Internalizer. Develop better reasoning skills by consulting with the little voices inside your head. And Brick Shithouse. You may not be the brightest bulb in the room, but at least you can lift heavy things. Oh, Brick Shithouse. Definitely. If I'm going to commit 15 years to something, it's going to be getting jacked. Please wait 12 hours for data to initialize. If you experience any side effects during your training period, then go fuck yourself, I think, basically was what it came up with.
In one day.
That's a lot. Way too many. Can't even believe it. I've like got 2 computers in front of my face at all times. And then the 60s, a different era.
Some weights.
Isn't it not time to work out, you know? We've initialized. Gotta wait 12 hours. Might as well just sleep in, settle in for the night, start lifting those heavy things in the morning.
Comfortable with his new lodgings. He decided to call it a day. Little did he know how much would change from this point on.
I don't know what kind of gross canned food he's huffing down there. Hopefully nutritious. I think I personally am incredibly good at being bored. Like, if I'm just on an airplane for 10 hours and there's not a TV to watch or whatever, I can basically just stare at the back of the seat for 10 hours. I'll get bored, but, like, I can do it. I can occupy myself.
Holy shit!
I really, truly do wonder, 15 years in a tiny, closed space, I think I would mostly go insane. Like, that's a long time to keep your mind occupied. I guess I would get really good at push-ups. The running around, though, I don't know about that. Oh, that's a brick shithouse if I ever seen one. I really wish that wasn't both your source of water and your toilet. One or the other, please.
Warning. The capsule will begin flooding in 60 seconds. Please vacate immediately.
Is that necessary? To flood the capsule after? Ooh, big sea creature in the background. I wonder if there's like freaky mutated animals or anything. Yeah. Oh, that was clever. I thought it was 15. It's just 15. I like that. I like that little effect of how that was sprinkled in. 99% of Repella Fella's development is the work of a single individual. It is insane the amount that Phil has done for this all on his own. He's worked with voice actors and composers and things to fill in a few things he couldn't, a programmer to assist with a few of the more complicated events and things like that. But yeah, it's basically all just come down to him. An unbelievable amount of work that went into this game. The full thing contains about 6 hours of animated footage, meaning specifically like the little cutscenes that play out when you click and interact with things. And that doesn't include you playing the game yourself, clicking around, inspecting things, reading dialogues and descriptions and books and whatever that you find in the game to flesh out the lore of the crazy futuristic world that you're about to step out into. The game is designed to be replayed multiple times because there's always multiple solutions to a given thing. Sometimes it's as simple as this, clicking one of 3 options in a branch, but other times it lays out multiple completely different puzzles that you have to solve to find a different way to the solution. And so the game kind of encourages you to replay things so that you can see the different, everything it has to offer, see all the different jokes, the interactions, and what have you. I really do think this game is so special. That's why I wanted to be a part of it. That's why Two Left Thumbs is publishing it. So I hope you guys check out the prologue for yourself. I hope it gives you a good sense of what the game is all about, and that later on next year, we're hoping first quarter when the full game is out. I hope that you go check it out. Please go, links in the description. You can go play the prologue, wishlist the full game. Either one helps us out. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.
Does anyone know who made this game? And who published it? Okay, I got it.